Hi guys, good day. We're going to do a little bit of a fun project today. I am going to show you, just need to get my second screen going. Get that out of the way. And there we go. Turn that on. And I am going to literally show you step by step of what I've done in the past of I'm going to show you how to write a book. Okay. So I'm going to take you on a journey with me of literally, hey, it's going great, Trey. Good to see you. I am taking people on a journey of creating digital products, specifically a book or a course. So, welcome to my wonderful world of technology. It's very simple. There's not a lot of complicated steps to it. You can start by doing what I call Facebook Lives. The technical term is a Facebook Live. And you can actually have that video saved. You can title the video, like right now, my title is Creating Digital Products, Writing a Book Together. Steps to writing your book. And you can give it somewhat of a description. And just like right now on TikTok, I am writing, you're too cute, writing a book. So, how do you do that? Well, you open up your Facebook. Let me just bring it over to my other screen so I can show you what's on it. You open up your Facebook, and then you're going to go to your saved things. And this is all your saved videos. And as you can see, I have quite a lot. The very word samurai means to serve. Are you serving? Are you selling? People don't want to be sold, but find me a person that doesn't want to be served. So if I open that up, that is a document that I wrote years ago. So let me just share the screen. So let's see here. This is something I put on the Time to Rise Summit. So let me just show you what's up there. So now, if you were on my Facebook, what am I doing? I'm actually creating a book right now for people. I'm showing people steps by steps to take to create a book or create a course. And to create multiple streams of income and have a second income, not another job, because a job just simply means just over broke. For instance, I have a friend, Trey, who I had his son wrote a book called Kid Trillionaire. And when he was 13 years old, now the book is all about financial literacy. He was 13 years old, and when he wrote the book, the things that he learned from his dad, he decided to put into with the help of his dad, of course, he decided to put into a little manual for teenagers, because obviously they didn't have a dad like this kid did. So so anyway, with that being said, we did. So when I met this kid, he was 15, and he told me about the story when he was 13. He put this little book together, and the kid went on to make $100,000 a year teaching others on financial literacy, because he started just telling everybody about his book. The kids at school would buy his book. The kids at school would take the kid book home. Where'd you get that? Parents would read through it and say, wow, this kid knows what he's talking about. One thing led to another. People started inviting him to come to their school, come to their educational thing, and then one thing led to another, and they decided they were given a lot of value, and so they decided to charge for the speeches. Well, the kid now makes between the book sales and the speaking engagements about 100 grand a year. Not too bad for a 15, 16-year-old kid. You're thinking, can I do that? Yes, you can, if you want to. If you want to. But you got to have something that people want. You got to have something people need, or it's useful, but different. You know, what are you good at? What are you good at, Trey? What do you like to do? A lot of people get intimidated by book writing and course writing, and you shouldn't. You shouldn't. So, as you can see on the screen on Facebook, if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, I just pulled something off of my Facebook. The very word samurai means to serve. Are you serving or are you selling? People don't want to be sold, but find me a person who doesn't want to be served, and I'll show you a lunatic. If your wife wants a piece of jewelry, i.e., diamonds, pearls, etc., she isn't selling you on the idea. Rather, she's serving you in such a way that you start to feel a twinge of guilt if you don't get her something nice. All the ladies know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you're a man in a relationship for any length of time, you know this to be true. How interested are you in your customer? In your initial 15 minutes to fame, your first interview with your client, do you spend the time finding out about them or telling them about you? Your client could care less how much you know until they know how much you care about them. Hey, Sydney, be outside fishing. Well, then you could do somebody said on TikTok they would rather be fishing. Well, you could teach somebody on fishing, writing a book on fishing. So it's amazing what you can do. So if you know what lures to use, you know what bait to use, good things to do to fish, people would like to know that stuff. And so you put something together for that. So with that said, that is kind of the foundation of having what we're doing. And now what we know what we're doing, we are going to find some more stuff. Okay, because that's from a course, a group that I was in, and that's something that I put. So everything you save on, hey user, how are you? 906. Everything you save on Facebook is amazing. They'll save it till you call on it again. They don't have really a time limit. I went back to things and videos that I didn't know I had. So I'm going to go back here to my saved collection. And then I'm going to go, let's see. Should have turned right. What is your financial thermostat? So here I have a video on what is my financial thermostat. And then I'm going to go up here to these three little dots, and I'm going.
Good morning. Good
down.
morning. It's
Okay.
going to be a great day.
So we'll pause that, and then I'm going to go up here, and I would just say, this is a video I've done, okay, on Facebook. Hey, Sheila, how are you? Teaching people on the steps to write a book very quickly on content they've already created. Courses, because I think we need to have multiple streams of income. Wouldn't that be nice instead of multiple jobs? Multiple jobs just mean you're just going to be really tired, and you're not going to want to be very helpful or do anything. So a job will drain the life out of you because you don't have any purpose with your job. You're just doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting something different to take place. With a purpose, with a course or a book or something, a digital product, you can actually help change the world. So appreciate you being here. Thank you, Jessica. M Dog, how are you, man? Good to see you. And so with that being said, let's have some fun, shall we? So I'm going to just take this and I'm going to download this video. So now it is downloading, okay? And then I'm going to open up a software, and let's just say I just downloaded 6 videos, okay? And then I'm going to take and open up another software that I like. It is called Descript. Now, Descript is a software that will take your video and it will transcribe it. And then it will help you get rid of some filler words and all of that. Now, I haven't listened to this video in entirety, but it's called What is Your Financial Thermostat? And let's just say it's a chapter in a book, or it's one of the chapters, okay? So then I'm going to create new, it's a video project. So it's retrieving the project. Okay, I'm going to add the file that I just downloaded. Okay, so I'm going to go over here to my downloads and let's see where it saved that to. Okay, it gave it a number. So 871326. So that's what I need to be looking for. So it gave it a number 871. All right, 87. Oh, there it is. Got it. I'm going to drag that and I am going to drop that into, and it's analyzing it now. Transcript will be ready in a few minutes. Okay. And then there's only one speaker, and then it's what I'm going to do is I'm going to title it the way it was titled in the first place. What is financial thermostat? So it's actually working right now, and it's going to transcribe that video. Oh, by the way, it would be helpful if you could see it. So I'm going to just bring it up here and show you what is happening with there we go. And now you're seeing Descript, and Descript is 0% transcribing. So it is transcribing, it's working in the background, it's examining the video and all that right now. Hey Barry, how are you? Good to see you, Charlie. Thanks for being here. Just teaching people on how to write a book and create a course and change their life for the better. So that's what we're doing here. And come back over here. And so that's the first step. So number one, you find your content, and it can be text or video. If you have videos that you've done, saved over and over again. Hey, Cardi, how are you? Hey, Barry, welcome. Tom, welcome. So now once we have this done, though, I'll show you on the screen here. This is what it looks like. So it is literally transcribing. And so I'm using, just so you know, I loaded a new project with a free account, just so you can see that there is software out there that you can utilize to see if it works best for you. But what it's doing is it's transcribing. It's telling me it's 58% done. So, hey, Matt Manford, thanks for liking the live and thanks for being here. What I'm doing right now is I'm teaching people, I'm working on my other computer, and I'm teaching people on writing a book or creating a course, and so they can have something to sell, digital products of their own where they don't need a whole lot. So thanks for being here and thanks for liking the live. Okay. Now this is amazing because it just transcribed my whole video. Transcribed my whole video, guys, right before your eyes. Right before your eyes if you're watching. And if you're not watching, sucks to be you. But transform my video right before your eyes, okay? Okay, Darius, Barry, welcome. So that is really what I want to show you. And as you read through it, good morning. It's going to be a great day. And actually, I was doing a live, so it tells me exactly what it has. And so I want to get rid of. Just get rid of that altogether. I don't need that in my video. And then I'm going to actually get rid of that too. I don't need that. Okay, and then my name is Jonathan. Good morning. Just waiting for let's see, Tony Robbins group to show up. We're going to have a great week this week. We're moving in a new direction. Okay, so I just want to get rid of that. Don't need all that extra stuff. And so my question to you this morning is, what is your financial thermostat set to? What do I mean by this? You could set your watch by people that earn a certain amount of money. Why is this? Because we're programmed. There's a mechanism in our minds called cybernetics. Hey, lost again. How are you? Thanks, buddy. How you been, man? We're gonna get you to change your name. We're gonna get you to change your name to I Won Again. I won again. But thanks for being here. But why is this? Because we're programmed. This is a mechanism in our minds called cybernetics. You can't see it, feel it, taste it, or touch it, but it's there. Why do you go to work in the morning? Why do you work where you work? Why do you associate with the people that you associate with? It's because of cybernetics. For instance, if you set your thermostat to 70 degrees and you're comfortable 70 degrees, if you get it up to 73, you would crank it right back down to 70. If it got below 70 degrees, you would do everything you could to get back up to 70 degrees because that's what you're comfortable with. It's that way in your relationships, that in your spirituality, that in your financial, that's in your physical world, that's everything. You're set to. We have everything in our life that we want because that's what we're set to. And now there's set to. Now there's greatness in all of us. We could be excelling in our financial life, but the trouble is we have been programmed. And to give you an example of this, most of my life I was programmed to earn $1,000 additional every year that I was alive. Every year I was programmed to earn $1,000 per year I was old. So if I was 22, guess what I was making? I was making $22,000 a year. And when I was 23, I made $23,000. And when I was 24, I made $24,000. And when I was 25, I made $25,000. This went on for like up until I was 33 years old. When I was 33 years old, I was earning $33,000 a year. I was on track. That's not really a lot of money, and so anyway, but that's what I was set to. And so this is the transcription of the video that I had done. Now, this video I did 3 years ago. I did the video 3 years ago, guys. Content's still there. Content is still there. Now, this I can take and put in a book. Hey, Dirty, how are you? I can take and put in a book. This is content that I created 3 years ago. I was part of a Tony Robbins, part of a Tony Robbins conference and group on Facebook, and I just did this live. Well, this live has content in it. I was giving away the information for free, but now I can take that same video, use it as a chapter in a book, or create a course. So this is a video module for a course, also a chapter in a book, also part workbook. So, okay. So at the time when I was 33, guess what? I was on track to make $32,000. It was June 10th, 2005. And a man came into my life, actually an older man came into my life. His name at the time was Bob Proctor. He came into my life June 10th, 2005, and he put a book in my hands. And guess what? It was called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. He asked me a question. He said, what would you do if your yearly income became your monthly income? And I said, I'd crap my pants because it wouldn't happen. I just never thought it could happen to me. It could happen for others, but never for me. He said, that's where you missed it, John. You're right. It will never happen for you because you don't think about it. It's an uncomfortable setting for you. What is comfortable for you is $32,000 a year, and you're on track to make it. You got $16,000 that you've earned this year. He was right. I did, and I went home and he started talking about the mind and how it works and our habits and what we are, how habits are formed and paradigms and programs from the past. And it'll change your life like it did mine. So you can start making, you can really begin to change your life by changing your mindset. So what I would do with this text here, because it is 3 years old, and I was in a group that wasn't mine. I was in the Tony Robbins group at the time, and I just posted this video, and it actually got 112 views at the time. So I like it, and so now all this stuff that I wrote, like, see, your conscious mind is what you reason with, what you think with, what you hear, what you see, what you feel, you taste, you touch. That's where all the senses come to. That's our conscious mind. We can accept or reject something. We can make a picture of it. And then once the picture is formed, it goes right down into our subconscious mind. If it resonates with us. If we hear it over and over and over and over and over again, faith comes by hearing, hearing, hearing. That's how faith is formed. Everything is a lie until it becomes truth. You hear it, hear it, hear it, hear it, hear it enough. It resonates with your spirit. Guess what? Mama told me that. Papa told me that. Daddy told me that. Brother told me that. Pastor told me that. That's what I heard my pastor say, my pastor say, my pastor say. We even do it with Tony Robbins. That's what Tony Robbins said. Tony Robbins. So Tony Robbins said it must be true. You listen to Jonathan long enough and it feels good. And if I get you built up in you, if I could get you motor running, light the fire in your boiler, you're thinking, well, Jonathan's got the answer to that. And that's how our mind works. That's how our mind works. We hear it, we hear it, we hear it. It becomes faith. So you've been trained all your life to be around people that are broke. Guess what? You're going to be, when you're an adult, you're going to be broke. I mean, you're going to just get by. We've been trying to go to school, work hard, get a job, go into debt, and be there the rest of your life. My father-in-law was 83 years old when he died. I love that man. He was like royalty to me. He had no hair, no teeth. And I still got all my teeth, though. When I saw his hair going, I said, guess my money's not going to go. Because my father-in-law, 83 years old, scared the life out of me when he died. Because he had no money, no teeth, and no hair. 83 years old. And he died just a little bit better than when he was born. How do you go 83 years on this earth and have no money, no teeth, and no hair? Now, I know about that, no money and no teeth, no hair, that's fine with me. His teeth were like the stars where they come out at night. But the money part, 83 years on this earth and having nothing to share with those that he loved, having nothing left over and barely get by for 83 years because he was sent for it. And then once you do that with one of the videos, you can do that with the other videos. So let's just go back and see what else we have. Okay, then so then we're gonna go down here. Then this one was good. All right. Oh, had hair at that point. Then we're going to download this video. So just downloaded this video. Hey, Fauci, how are you? Hey, Sky, how are you? Good to see you. We're writing a book today. I'm showing people steps on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, all that on how they can change their life with just a few little things on digital products and then offering them for people to buy them. Hey, Sky, how's things going today? I have a friend who has a son who is 13 years old, or now he's 16. Now he's 16. And when he was 13 years old, he wrote a book. He traced back. He wrote a book called Kid Trillionaire. And the kid was 13, and he was just sharing this. It was a book about financial literacy, teaching, and then he wrote it for other teenagers. And then he started giving it away, and people started looking at it, and parents started reading it. And one thing led to another. He was invited to speak at different places, and then he started selling this book. And he's 16 years old now, and he makes about 100 grand a year selling books and teaching people on financial literacy. Hey, Will, how are you? It's amazing. So, Sky, if you could write a book, Sky, what would it be about? What would you like to write about? Thanks for being here, Will. I appreciate you being here. And thanks for being here, GM6. How are you? Welcome. So, a lot of times people don't realize it, but they are, hey, Ready Chapter, how are you? A lot of people don't realize it, but they already have a book written. They've already got a course on something. And they don't realize it. They have let's think about things that you're good at. What are you good at? What do you like? What flips your boat? What resonates with you? And would people buy it? And the answer is yes. Yes, I wrote a book called Should Have Turned Right. It's the art of making decisions because I made all the wrong ones. Learning how to make better decisions and right decisions and rerouting and through all that and how a GPS works and how we already have a GPS in our system and how we can change our life to, but we got to be willing to change our life. And with that said, so I teach, so basically what I did a couple of years ago, I was, I don't know if you guys remember anything called COVID-19, but it forced me into my home office, and I was bored to tears. And I had to, hey, well, welcome, Griffin, welcome. But I had to really learn something new. I was going back crap crazy. And hey, Jude, how are you? Thanks for sharing the live. Appreciate you. But I was going back crap crazy, and I had to figure out how to do something different because I couldn't take it anymore. Hey, Jack, how are you? But so I decided that I would start doing some videos on Facebook Live. I had no idea what I was doing, but I didn't have anything better to do. So I started doing all these videos. And I like motivation, inspiration. I like reading books about self-help, psychology, sales, things like that. So I would read something that would resonate with me, then I would emulate what resonated, and I would teach that. And I didn't, so I just kept saying, "Oh, Jude, I can't believe you'd tell me that." Oh, from your lips. Anyway, so where's my hair at? You've been through all the stuff that I've been through. You'd lose yours too. Nice guy. Don't worry. These are trolls with souls. These are trolls with souls. I absolutely love them. They are my best friends. I already know they sometimes they're mean because their life sucks and they're miserable, so they want everybody else to be miserable like them, and so I already know that, so it doesn't bother me. um, so hey, baseball's awesome. You can learn a lot from baseball. Baseball's a lot like life, man. Sometimes you have to run when nobody else is looking. you just gotta take a chance to get to the second base. You guys are awesome. Anyway, with that being said, I was in 2020 and I started doing all these videos. And I did them on series of thought, power of thought, subconscious mind, the conscious mind, and everything that I was learning, like How to Think and Grow Rich. There's a quote in it that says, "Thoughts are things and powerful things at that, when they're mixed with a definiteness of purpose, persistence, and a burning desire for their attainment." So I started thinking about that. I said, okay, well, if thoughts are things and powerful things at that, and I appreciate it. Yeah, Sky, thanks for that. And Sky, by the way, you just became one. Let me just do this here for you. You just became a moderator for me, so you're on my team. So just don't do anything crazy, Sky, but welcome. Thanks for following me. I appreciate it. But so I was looking at that quote and I said, thoughts are things and powerful things at that, when they're mixed with a definiteness of purpose, persistence, and a burning desire for their attainment. So I did 4 videos on the power of thought and definiteness of purpose, persistence, and a burning desire for their attainment. So I had 4 videos. And then I did several other videos on the keys that will unlock any door. And they are simple as follows. Number 1, write down what you want. Number 2, write down a date by when you want to get it. Number 3, write down a service you want to give in exchange for it. Number 4, come up with a plan of how you'll bring that service to the surface. And number 5, write out a life statement of how you feel now that you have what you want. And number 6, write out read that statement and goals out loud twice daily with emotion. Let's see. Hey, Jack. Hey there. Jack, you You amazing. Oh, the hey Jude. I'll tell you, guys, it took me till I was 34 years old to pull my head out of my asset. And I wished I would have listened a lot sooner. I wish I would have woke up and because I don't know about you, but where I live, gas prices are up, groceries are up. And one of these days, if you're still young enough and you're getting your things paid for right now, one of these days you are going to have to pay the bill. And you are going to wish to God somebody else would pay it for you. There we are. Why don't we just do this? But it took me until I was 33 years old. When I was 33 years old, guys, I was making $32,000 a year. And when you're 33 and you're married, and you got a family and all that, and all you're making is $32,000 a year because that's what you're programmed with, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm not the most miserable man I've ever met. And so I just, then I started realizing that people were kind of gravitated towards my Facebook Lives and all of that. So people started asking me about my life and how I went from making 33,000 to over 100,000 within 6 months, and they wanted to know how I did it. And it's simply, I don't know. I changed my thinking. You got to change your thinking. You cannot keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting something different to take place. It's the definition of insanity. For instance, people want to date a supermodel, but they don't want to get off the couch. They don't want to do something that would change their persona to attract what it is they want. A lot of people have told me they want to be a millionaire, but they don't want to do what it takes to become one. They would like to be one, but they don't want to become one. So you have to become a millionaire before you'll ever be one. And you have to change your whole structure, change your whole thinking. You have to become a doctor before you'll ever be one. You have to go through hell and back, going through 8 years or more of schooling to be the kind of doctor that you're wanting to be. But you have to go through the suffering. You have to go through the character building process. So a lot of people want more money, but they're not willing to become more money. They're not willing to become what it is that they want. They want to date a very good-looking person, but they're not willing to become what will attract the good-looking person. They want a nice house, but they're not willing to clean their room. They're not willing to become what will attract the nice things in life. They just want it handed to them. And that's okay for now. But you'll find out real quick that all the government promises are empty. They are empty. They promise, they pander just to get votes, and then they're empty. And then you're left and you've got to do it on your own. So the thing is, you can change your life by changing your life.